Hello and welcome back to Damian, please. First things first, you're gonna hear my dogs. Please excuse that. He's restless this morning and she's over there uh, guarding her food. Um, Today I'm gonna do just a slight 40-hour review of Helldivers 2, and I'm gonna show you some of the ins and outs, and we're gonna do a mission. A solo mission, which they're a little bit difficult, but that's because I'm average Joe, man, average Joe. I'm working on getting better, but it is what it is. So first off, let's just show you around. When you become a Helldiver, you get this ship. It's called the Destroyer. You can name this ship. You can name it over here. Mine's named the Herald of War, but you can change the ship name at any time. And that's what it looks like. They're really, really cool from the back. It looks like a TIE fighter. Darth Vader's TIE fighter, actually, from the back. I'll show you that later. But anyway, this is a co-op game that you can play with 3 of your friends, or if you're like most normal people, you can leave your games open and people can join you that you don't even know. I'm not like that. My games are closed. I'm friends only. But that's because I'm an introvert and a jerk. So this is where you do your missions and stuff. I'll show you those whenever we go to do a mission. We're in the game currently with a whole bunch of people. It's usually been running around 200,000 to 400,000 people in the game. Each one of those ships is a person. A lot of them that are clustered together are a co-op team that are out doing missions. So that's just the basic layout of the game. Now let's just start out with gear and stuff. You can come right here in your ship, and this is your layout for this is your loadout. Excuse me, not layout, loadout for weapons and armor. This is your character. You can select your body type, voice packs, your emotes, your victory poses, player cards, and your title. Right now, I'm going to promote myself now to Master Sergeant because I made level 15, so I have promoted myself to Master Sergeant. And then of course there's boosters that you get that whenever you get in your pod, you can buy these. And then here's all my player stats. I've killed 7,636 enemies, and it breaks it down into Terminids and Automaton kills, friendly kills. I've got 13 friendly kills. Friendly fire is on. There is no PvP in the game, but friendly fire is on, so it happens. But anyway, let's look at weaponry. Once you acquire weapons, they come into this area. I have assault rifles, marksman rifles, submachine guns, and shotguns. These are your primary weapons. Right now I'm running around with the Breaker Incendiary. It's the best one that I've found to run solo with. But you can have pretty much any kind you want. Your secondary weapon is your pistols. I run with the auto pistol. It's the best pistol basically to run with. And then of course you get grenades, and you unlock these with your medals and other types of currency that's currently in the game, which I'll go over in a minute. And I run incendiary grenades right now because they're the best for me to run. And then you have your armory. I have light armor, I have medium armor, and then I have a couple of heavies. In this game, the heavier your armor, of course, the slower you're going to move. The fastest armor is the light armor. And I have scout armor, and this one gives me more stems on my character and everything. Currently, I'm running the engineer armor, which gives me more grenades. I run that. It's slower than my scout armor, but I get more grenades, so I can, get out of in 10 situations better. Helmets are basically there for looks. So far I haven't found one that really has any good stats. They're mostly just standard issue helmets. But there are some that look really good. Like this is a Scout helmet from Star Wars. I swear, it looks just like the ones from the Ewok place indoor, the speeder bike dudes. This is the one I call the Trojan because it's got the little crest on it and stuff. But yeah, most of these are just for looks. I'm blending in with the orange helmet that goes with the engineer armor. But yeah, and then more looks, you get capes. And that's really cool. I have this one on because it blends in with the engineer armor. I don't particularly like this one because it has this, V-shaped thing here. You can get short ones. These are short ones. This is long ones. But yeah, so that's your armor for the setup. Now, this can be kind of intimidating for people to come in. It's a learning curve, and it really is a learning curve. What you have to know, though, is this is my acquisitions page. I have 1,490 of these blue ones and 0 medals because I spent all my medals. But you can come in here, and you can see I've purchased a bunch of these. This one has 8 medals I can purchase. But you can get weapons, armor, capes, helmets, boosters. These are boosters for your hell pods, and you can go on missions and get these medals and save these medals up and do all these purchases. And the further you go down, the more you have to spend. Like I'm on page 5 here. I've gotten 6 of 8 of these, and then page 6 I just opened up. I haven't spent anything here. So I have to go out and do missions, save up these medals, and I can make these purchases. Like this is a booster. It's a recon booster. If you hit tab while you're looking at this, it increases all Helldivers effective radar range. Okay, that's cool. Then you come over here. This is heavy armor. It's called the Battle Master. It gives you 50% resistance to explosive damage, and it reduces recoil when you're crouching or prone. It's pretty good stuff. Cosmetics, gun. This is a medium armor penetrating assault rifle, and I will have it. But yeah, you spend these points, and you get further and further down these pages, and you get better and better weapons. This is my next weapon goal eventually once I get to this page, and I know that I have to spend. If you look right up here, I have to spend 386 more medals to unlock this page. And then it's going to cost 60 to get the weapon. You get all that by doing missions. Pretty much the only thing that I've found that you can buy with money are these blue things, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But that's how you get stuff on these pages. You go out, you do missions, you save medals, and you spend them here. And then the other little part here is the superstore. I can come in here, and I can spend the blue stuff. And I can buy armor and helmets, stuff like that. Back on here, this is the premium called Steel Veteran. It's the premium one where you can. It's the same as the one I just showed you, except for it takes premium access. And there's a lot of stuff that I still don't quite understand or haven't figured all of it out yet, but it's the same thing. You come in here, you spend medals to get pages opened up and get better and better stuff. Once you start doing it, it's simple. It's cake. It's not really complicated at all. Now, if you find yourself low on the blue things, which are called super credits, you can click on the super credits tab. And you can actually spend real money to purchase some super credits. You don't have to, and you can earn super credits in the game. So yeah, you can even get super credits in your requisitions, like right here. You can go in and use your medals to purchase those. So you don't have to spend a dime on this game. Now, when I finish with this review, you may or may not want to, but hey. Now back to our ship. This is our ship. We're currently over Angel Venture. This is a bug planet. It's an ugly planet. It's a bug planet. But yeah, you can. I purchased 4 modules for my destroyer so far. It's named Herald of War. Like I said, you can name your ship, and it tells where you're at. Stratagems. These are important things in the game because this lets you call stuff down. Like I told you at the weapons and armor screen, you have your primary weapon, which is my shotgun. Well, you can come in here and you can use requisitions here up top, the yellow requisitions, which you get doing missions. And you can make purchases in stratagems. Like whenever I get down on the ground, I call in my autocannon. I bring my autocannon just about every time. Once I open it up, a lot of these will take levels. You'll have to be a certain level and you'll have to have a certain amount of requisition slips here, and you can open these up. Now this is for basically weapons that you can carry with you. This is orbital bombardments. Yesterday I just opened up the orbital laser, but I have airburst strikes and Gatling barrages and stuff. You'll see those on the mission more than likely, whatever I take. This is the one I use a ton of. This is the Eagle. This is your A10 Warthog. Okay, this is your A10 Warthog. That's basically I've purchased 4 different things so far, and strangely enough, your jump pack is in the Eagle stuff. It's weird. Grizzly and I were talking about that the other day. It's weird that your jump pack is in with the Eagles, but anyway, you purchase these things, and when you get in a bind or you got a whole bunch of enemies running, you toss out one of these stratagems, and they'll come in and they'll do airstrikes and strafing runs and stuff like that, and they'll help you take out the enemy. They're all on timers, so you have to time all your stuff really good. Now this is the bridge of my ship, basically, and your destroyer is armed with different weapons that you can unlock. Precision strikes, gas strikes, smoke strikes, EMS. This is like electromagnetic stuff. It slows the enemies down. I'll show you. He's charging in. He gets hit with the EMS, and he just basically stops. But like I said, for all these, you save up these requisitions on this page, on this stratagem page, and you can purchase these. Like I have a anti-personnel minefield, incendiary mines. I have a guard dog, Rover, which is really cool. It's my puppy. And remember, I said earlier, friendly fire is on. There's no PvP, but friendly fire is on, and that counts for this dude. He will nuke you by accident, of course, but if you get in his way, you will get nuked. And then down here are the sentries and robotic. Well, basically it says robotics workshop. You can summon autocannons, mortars, gatlings, all kinds of good stuff. And then the ship module, this is where you get stuff to improve your stuff. Stuff to improve your stuff. It will lower cooldown times. You can do more damage with your orbital strikes and stuff like that. Just a lot of different stuff that you can do here. Like this one, this cuts your cooldown time on your Eagles by 50%. This is essential. But yeah, you come in here and you purchase these. Now these cost a combination of different things. Like if I wanted a nuclear radar, this would cost 80 of the green, 40 of the orange. These you pick up on your missions. My brain went blank. But you'll see it whenever we go do the mission. And like these, the green ones, they're not requisitions. They're like I said, my brain went blank. We'll do it on a mission. You get these on pretty much any mission you do. You have to up the difficulty of missions to get these, the orange ones. And then up here in the top right, you'll see there's pink ones, and you have to up the difficulty of your missions even more to get those. But that is the basics for the learning curve on the ship and your armor and weapons. Now, to do missions, you come right here to the bridge and you listen to this diplomacy officer, the democracy officer, whatever he is. By the way, democracy, I don't think that word means what they think it means, but it's awesome nonetheless. So you click on this, and it opens up your basically your war table. Over here in the red, these are the automatons, and over here in the yellow, or gold, whichever you prefer, are the bugs. Right now, I've been nuking some bugs. If you look down towards the middle of this screen, you'll see the Q and the E, and it says trivial, easy, blah blah blah. You can hit Q. That's trivial. That is the easiest difficulty in the game. And this is where you set your difficulties. It's not like when you start a new game of Skyrim, you go in and set your difficulty and that's it. You set your difficulty right here per mission. And like I said, I've been running trivial because I'm learning how to play the game. But you can hit E and you can get easy, medium, challenging, hard, extreme, suicide mission, impossible, and hell dive. Hell dive being the hardest difficulty. Now I can only do up to hard. I've only opened up hard. And you get that by doing missions and increasing the difficulty of missions. So we're gonna leave it on easy because that's what I'm still, I'm still learning, still getting my feet wet, literally in my own blood. Yes. And we've been taking out bugs, so we're on Angel's Venture. Let's just see what kind of missions they have right now. See if I even want to do them. So it comes up like a big globe, like you see in XCOM, and there are areas in gold or yellow, whichever. Those are ones that you can just go do by yourself and do whatever you want to do. The ones in white, these are other people. So looking at this gold one here, we have to activate pumps. I'm not going to do that. That's a little too, it's not too difficult because it's fairly easy, but it is too, there's a little bit too much for me to be running around doing. Conduct a geological survey. Okay. Excuse me. All right. You'll see mission, and over on the right in yellow you'll see a stopwatch and 40 minutes. That means I have 40 minutes to complete this mission. Now once we're on the ground, there will be secondary things that you can do. You'll see question marks pop up, things like that, and we'll see those once I hit the ground. But for right now, give me 1 second. For right now, we may just do that mission. Let me get out of here just a second.
Where will you join them? Ready for another mission, Helldiver?
Okay, so let's go back in there.
This will be your righteous exterminate operation.
We're gonna go ahead and try to conduct this survey. All right, now your ship's moving. It moves pretty quick. And you see, we come in here, and there are tons of ships all around. Those, like I said earlier, those are all people. So whenever you get ready to do a mission, you got to get in your hell pod. You select a mission like we just did. Now we're going to be conducting a survey, so we're going to have to verify, acquire, and get out. These actually are not that easy. But we're gonna try it nonetheless.
Announcement system
And
test.
you'll see that I am actually an average Joe. So we're gonna pin right here. That's where we're gonna drop. Now we're in the Hell Pod. Now all those things that I showed you earlier. Here are the offensive. This is the orbitals and the eagle and all that good stuff. Well, we're gonna do an eagle airstrike, and we're gonna bring. Let's bring the orbital laser. My personal weapon we're gonna bring for backup. I can either bring the rover or something like that. Now I know that there are gonna be groups that are gonna try to take us out quite handily, actually. So do I want to bring my rover, or do I want to bring a secondary weapon and then some kind of mortar or something? I'm gonna change my loadout, so I may also change one of these out. Do I want to go light for this mission? See, these are things you have to consider. If I go light, I'm very fast, and if I'm going light, then I just would have a couple of things to call in, and then just get moving, and hope that the rover keeps stuff off of me. Okay, so I'm gonna bring a jump pack and a rover. And we're gonna take the orbital strike off, and I'm gonna do a mortar sentry. And then these are the optimizations that I showed you earlier. This one will give enhanced vitality, but this one, we come out fully stocked in ammo, grenades, and stim packs. So I'm gonna do that one. As far as equipment, you can actually change your equipment from the Hell Pod. So I'm gonna come in, excuse me, and we're going to, I'm going full scout on this. Like I said, this is just, we're gonna go scout armor, yep. And we wanna blend in, so that's our camouflage. All right, and then weapon wise, I'm very tempted to keep this shotgun, but just to show you a little bit of different diversity and stuff here, I'm gonna bring the marksman rifle. And I'm going to keep my secondary and my grenades. So that's what we're going to try to do on this one. It may or may not work.
Hell pod launch initiated.
Once you're ready, the pod will launch. So we got to be very quickly once we hit the ground. We got to move very quick. So I need my jump pack, which in the stratagems, you hit the control button, it pulls your stratagems up, and then you have to put in the arrow things. That's gonna bounce over there. All right, and then I need my rover. So. And I already hear bugs.
Sending down equipment package.
All right. Oh, and I just thought that my jump pack and my dog's not going to go well together. Oh, yeah.
Helldiver lost. Sending replacement.
And there we go. There we go.
Approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Yeah, my jump pack and my rover's not going to go well together. And I'll tell you why. Because they both fit on your back. Yep, mag's empty. Now, once you die like that, you can come over and find your stuff
Objective critical stratagem available.
and get it back. Like, there's my jump pack right there.
Objective
But,
critical
and I'll show you now why this won't work. There's my rover. No jump pack. So that's my bad. We're low on grenades, so I'm going to go ahead and call in a resupply.
Sending down equipment package.
And now you hit tab and you pull up
Tagging map, northwest.
your
Close.
basically your area. You can actually scroll out and it'll show you all the stuff. There's right in front of us are enemies, and then I marked on the map our main objective. Okay, so that is that way. We're going that way. And you can see I'm moving fairly quickly, but that's because I'm in all the scout armor. Okay. Oh,
Affirmative. Marking location. Tag's empty.
do we have the
Objective critical stratagem available.
there we go. And you'll see the seismic probe just popped up. And you just put that in. And there we go. And it's going to start doing this thing. And there's a bug breach.
Fire in the hole. How'd you like the taste of freedom?
That was our eagle that came in. But we still have more stuff over here. Oh, Jesus. And I'm not even good at these. And you see that mission loadout is pretty important here. Alright, and then our next part of that mission is up here. So I right click so I can move on my map and I mark it.
Northwest, 300 meters.
There we go. Now we gotta go do it. And like I said, you can see that loadout is the most important thing here. If you come in with the wrong loadout, you're not going to be able to do much of anything. Now you'll also come across, this is a question mark I was telling you about. I can't do this because it takes 2 people. So yeah, I'm just gonna pick the ammo up and the grenades, and we're gonna keep moving. Because like I said, that one takes 2 people to do. And here's where the speed comes in at, because I can move across this map. It's just the overwhelming enemies with the current weapons that I have at the moment. Is not really a good thing. All right, we're gonna call in and hold up. Yeah, we're gonna call in an airstrike right over there.
Attack underway.
Which will take care of our enemies quite handily.
Eagle 1 rearming. Be back shortly. Main objective nearby.
Okay, we gotta find a way out. Crash Pelican.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Alright, so and you can pull your map up. I can see there's going to be enemies coming from that direction. So let's see. That's a mortar sentry, and I'm going to toss it up there.
Deploying sentry.
There's a bug breach up there.
Throwing grenade! Bag's empty! For prosperity!
Eagle back in the fight.
And let's go ahead.
Deploying equipment
Get some more supplies down. I think they took out my mortar. But that's what happens when you get a breach like that. Yeah, it's back over there.
Fire in the hole!
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
How about a nice cup of liberty?
Liberty. Alright, let's reload the pistol. Alright, let's look back over here now. And remember, this is a co-op game. There should be 4 people doing these missions, but you can solo this. You just have to be very careful, very selective on your gear. And just do the best you can do, you know. A normal mission like that. Oh, look, there's another bridge over there. Hello.
some! Get some!
Alright, there we go. And now we can extract. Which our extraction
Tagging
right
now.
there.
South, 300 meters.
And you can mark that and it shows up on your map, and there's a blue beam that goes up into the sky. That's your extraction. Now most of the time I'd run all over the map, find all the question marks, explore everything, because I got 27 more minutes to do this, but I'm just gonna extract and show you what that's like, because you have to defend the extraction area before you can actually complete the mission. I think we need to go up on that side. And with the armor I'm wearing, you can see the stamina bar, like most games, at the bottom down there in the middle. And with the armor that I'm wearing right now, that the certain armor and gear and stuff gives me a faster stamina regen, so that I can just pretty much keep running. Here's our extraction, and we'll go ahead and call for it, and then I'm gonna have to defend.
Extraction request
2 minutes. I'm gonna do a mortar sentry. Let's put that right over there.
deploying sentry.
Then I'm gonna try to find some place to get up high, although it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to climb up anywhere, honestly. So we're gonna be stuck on the ground, and they're gonna be coming from different directions.
Seconds.
And you just have to defend this for 2 minutes. And stay out of Rover's way.
You will never destroy our way of life! Freedom forever! Say hello to democracy!
And the mortar looks like it's already gone. Ah, get off me.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
30 seconds. That means more than likely another wave coming in.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
Pelican 1 approaching pickup.
Alright, and we're out of
Pelican 1
gas.
landing sequence initiated. Watch
Because
where
I'm
you're
not in the
standing.
engineer armor. And then get out of his way when he's coming down. He will kill you. And then just board the Pelican and get out of there. And that's a mission. Now, I made it a slightly screwed up mission because of my gear, but that actually shows you how important it is to set your right gear, to have your correct loadout. Now, of course, you're not always going to know exactly what loadout you're going to need going in. But, alright, we had 0 of 5 outposts destroyed. We had plenty of mission time remaining. I did get extracted. We did our main mission. So we got 1 star. We did decent. And the game will tell you when you screw up or when you do good or when you don't. And you can see we had some currency there and a medal. And there you go. It looks complicated. When you come into this game, it looks complicated, but it's really not. You just save up all your different currencies. You buy what you're going to need to upgrade your ship, upgrade your orbitals, upgrade your eagles, upgrade your gear and weapons. I mean, it's no more complicated than World of Warcraft or Diablo. And then at the end of a mission, you get your stats. So I had 160 kills. I had a 52% accuracy. You know, I fired 268 shots and I hit 140. I died once. There you go. Return to ship. He says a fast mission's a good mission. Well, I was geared for fast. I'm wearing the fastest armor I have, and I brought my marksman rifle so that I could do the long range shots, which was a bad idea. And to be quite honest with you guys, I knew it was a bad idea, but I wanted to bring it, and I wanted to see if I could actually do the mission with it, and I could. Because whenever I came into this game, I wanted to play as a really fast character. They used, you know, sniper rifles and assisted the squad from long range, because I don't, man, these things will mob you though. Long range is a luxury that you'll have on a few maps. But anyway, that is a mission. That's the breakdown. I've shown you guys the stuff in here, and like I said, it looks complicated, but once you get in, it's really not. It's not that complicated. Now, as far as my review of the game, it's a great game. It's $40, and it's the best $40 you can spend if you like to spend time with some friends, and you like a shooter like this, and you like something that's just a lot of fun. Then there you go. Somebody told me, it says, but it's not put out by AAA. It can't be that good. Yes, it can. AAA gaming companies have lost touch with two things: their fan base and reality. This is money well spent. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was informative for you, and I hope you get the game and you get in here and you knock out some bugs or some automatons. So thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm gonna probably be live streaming this tonight. It's Monday night. I'll probably do a live stream of this. All right, thank you again, and I'll see you next video.